Right, here I am. I'm going to start this trail walk to the top of this island, the highest most point. It is, I'm not sure what time it is, but I'll document the time once I hang up this or end this video. And then I will measure the time for how long it takes me to get there. And I'll record a video when I get there. See you soon. So, 3 minutes in, I'm climbing these steps. There are gigantic boulders all around. And man, I love climbing things. Love climbing trees. Love climbing hills. And love climbing mountains. Well, I'm climbing this hill. I'm pretty sure I'm almost halfway at the top. And I'm starting to think about food because I haven't eaten anything today except 6 small bananas. I didn't feel right to eat anything else at the restaurant because here I'm very in tune with my body and I understand what is needed for me, which I haven't always understood. Most people don't know this, but I practiced eating a vegan diet since I was 19 years old. I'm 27 now. And I officially fully stopped eating a vegan diet about 1 year ago. At first, it was a moral issue for me. I saw that how these animals are being treated and how they're being killed, and even cows for the production of milk, how horrifying it is for them to live in those types of conditions. So I said no more meat. For me, no more animal products, period. And there are definitely benefits to eating a vegan diet. There are huge benefits. But in the past year, I realized I want to eat other things. I need to eat other things. Either I'm not completely eating the right things, plant-based things, on a vegan diet, or my body needs animal protein. And I've started eating fish. And I do notice that when I do eat fish, my ability to connect with life diminishes quite greatly. And for at least a few hours, like 4 hours, it's as if, I just started eating stones or something. And I'm digesting stones. It's a very dense, heavy food. It's a good thing in a way because it leaves you satiated for a very long time. You don't have to eat for another 4 or 5 hours. Leaves you feeling full. But the bad thing is that if you're practicing spirituality or any kind of energy work, it's out of question. So I'm thinking back to what Sadhguru says and how he lives, his lifestyle. He's a vegetarian, or he eats a vegan diet mostly. And I think that's the best way to go. But I'm not there yet. I think I'm still going to continue eating meat and other animal flesh. Something I've realized is that it's actually it's a benefit towards these animals that after they're killed, to be eaten by a human being. It's a great deal of positive karma for them. And of course, I don't know if the benefit outweighs the fact that you just murdered a living sentient being, but I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to resolve this, but this is something that I'm currently struggling with. So maybe within the next 2 years, I'll completely eat a vegan diet and I'll feel great and happy, I think that's what I want. Or I'll just continue living like a natural creature here because every creature here eats other living creatures. So you need to eat other life. Okay, that's it. Bye. 15 minutes since I started walking and I'm up to the point where I can see the ocean and I don't know if you can see it, it's right there. But I just came across this huge boulder. And this reminds me of something that Sadhguru says, is that you can place your energy into rocks, just like as I'm doing now. It's very simple and easy to do. I have sunscreen running on my face, if that's the white thing is what you're wondering. Because Sadhguru says that an enlightened person, not even an enlightened person, any wise yogi that walks the planet, they always leave their eggs behind, so to speak. They leave their imprint maybe not in the form of students like some spiritual teachers. They definitely have a lot of students, and that's the impression that they give off, or that's the, not the impression, but that's the imprint they leave behind after they leave this planet. But some yogis don't even speak, and those yogis, they are sure to be putting their energy into different places, and one of the best places to put your energy is to rocks. If a rock has the right geometry and the right geology about it, how it's structured and what the quality of the rock, not all rocks are the same, all rocks are different, then you can put your own life energy into it. You have to have a surplus of energy, and you have to also know how the body functions and have the right channels to be able to be active in order for you to send out energy. But just like this, and this energy will be stored in this rock for 1,000 years, unless it gets destroyed or something happens. And just like that, I've left my imprint behind here. It's a very natural thing to do. Human beings definitely want to contribute and do good, at least the sane and not pathologically ill people. Everyone wants to contribute something. If you are at a certain level of awareness, or even just a development as a human being, you want to contribute. And this is one easy and effective way that you can contribute to the world. So anyone that walks by this, even if they're not spiritually inclined, they will feel this. Even they may not know, oh, this person put their energy into this rock or something like that. But they will feel it, and they will benefit from it. And people that walk by this rock will benefit from this for a long time to come. And anyone that walks by that has a spiritual inclination and spiritual tendencies, they will also, not even on a conscious level, they will contribute to this energy, because this is the nature of life. Anything positive will naturally grow and expand. That's it. I'm gonna meet you at the top. The next video I record will be at the very top. See you there. Well, I'm at the top here, and it's beautiful. I don't know what it is. It's not beautiful. It is what it is. And there's a value of climbing things, whether that be a mountain or a hill like I just did, or even a tree or a rock or a boulder, anything, climbing anything. There's a human tendency to climb. It's instinctual, it's primal, it's very naturally rewarding, but also on a more scientific level, the higher something is, for example, this hilltop that I'm in, I don't know if you can call it a mountain, I guess you can, that naturally all the positive energy that this hill is able to generate and everything that's going on around it, it naturally wants to rise up to the top, and it does. And the closer that you are to the top, the more refined the energy is, and you can benefit quite significantly from just being on a high place like this. This doesn't so much happen with buildings like skyscrapers, although there is some energy to that. But this is of a different kind. This is natural. Actually, this pretty much does happen to skyscrapers now that I think of it. That if you're in a high place, then you do feel there's a lightness to it. There's a very easy, tangible energy that you can grasp and absorb. But unfortunately, with buildings, there comes the noise and the Wi-Fi and people living right next to you, and you're feeling the heartbeats of people, and it's changing your emotions and all that chaos. So it's not something that I recommend. I'm definitely not going to live in a high building, that's for sure. But here, naturally, the energy builds up, and that's why yogis and spiritual beings, they all rose to the top of mountains, and they like to dwell here because this offers a unique perspective on life. It gives you unique possibilities towards your spiritual growth. Likewise, if you're an occultist, this just came to me as I was climbing, then you probably don't want to be on the top. If you want to do some damage to someone, or you have some evil intentions, then climbing to the top won't help you. It actually will diminish your power. what you would want is to go to the very lowest place of something. Like, for example, in this island that I'm in, if I wanted to cause some damage to someone else, I would go to the very lowest possible point, and then I would do my magical practice there. Because there the energy is denser, and then you can just take that energy and use it however you wish. You can send it upon someone else or do whatever damage to someone. But that's obviously not something that I recommend. Nature will always punish you for bad deeds, for if you ever do harm to someone else. That's just the way it is. By the way, it took me exactly 1 hour pretty much on the dot to get up here. So beat that next time you come here. Well, now I'm climbing down. It took me exactly 1 hour to get down here. I didn't go to the lighthouse, I just went to the top. And it should take me probably another hour to get down, maybe a little bit less. It took me a lot longer to get here than I that I expected. I said that I was halfway somewhere down where I was, and I definitely wasn't halfway. I was like, I don't know, but it's a lot bigger than I initially anticipated. Okay, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the following video.